name is Natalia, and I'm sorry to sound a little bit hoarse, a little bit nasal, but I'm still very sick. But I'm still gonna show you how to make these pocket planners here. And I chose to decorate them in a very simple way because I like simplicity. So you can of course choose to decorate them in any kind of way you want to. I just chose this way because I like it. And it's very round or egg-shaped, but you can of course experiment with any kind of shape you want to. I just chose this because it was more appealing to me and my decoration here at home. So if you want to see how this is made, stick around and let's just get started. Now take a clay and then divide it into two sections. My clay weighs about 500 grams, so each of them weighs 250 grams. Approximately the size of my fist. Then take your two pieces of paper and then place it on top of each other, because you need to make two identical stencils. Then place your hand on the paper and then make a mark at the top and bottom of your hand, because the pocket planner can't be bigger than your hand. Then make your wanted stencil within these markings. Then cut it out and put it aside. Then take one ball of clay and then roll it out until it has a thickness of 0.5 centimeters. Then place one of the stencils on top of it and then cut around it with your box cutter. And remove the excess pieces. Then take the other stencil and then draw a moon-like pocket shape. And then cut that out. Then take the other ball of clay and then roll it out until it has a thickness of about 0.5 centimeters. Then place the moon-like stencil on top of it and then cut around it and then remove the excess pieces. Then take the excess clay and then make a sausage, a medium-sized one, that will fit around the edges of the clay. Then place it around the edges and then cut the excess clay off. Then take your pin tool and then make half deep scratches around the edges of the front piece. Then dab your wet sponge around the edges to prevent it from drying out. And then repeat the same process with the sausage. Then place the front piece on the back piece and then mark the edges so you know where to scratch to. And then start scratching all around the edge. And don't forget to use your sponge. Then take your sausage and with the scratchings pointing downwards, place it on the back piece. Once it's there, scratch it on the top with your pin tool. Then use your pin tool to make deep scratchings to combine the two pieces. When that's done, take your front piece with the scratching facing downwards and place it on top of them. Then take your moon-like stencil and then cut off about 1 centimeter around the edges to make it fit inside the front piece. This will prevent the two pieces from touching and it will keep it smooth. When everything is in place, gently lift your clay and then pinch around the edges. And make sure that everything is aligned when you're pinching. When that's done, use your finger and some water and then rub everything down and make it smooth. Then take the leftovers from making the stencil and then gently lift up your clay and then place the paper inside of it. and add more paper if you want to make the wanted pocket shape. And then smooth everything out once again with your finger and some water. And use your pin tool to cut around the bottom edges to remove some of the bumpiness. When you want to make the hole, place your pin tool on the spot and then make a circular motion to create the hole. When you're done smoothing and correcting, gently lift your planter and then place it on some paper and then place the whole thing near a window. The drying time depends on the climate. Mine took about 1 day because of the humidity. When the front piece feels dry, lift it up and place it against the window to make the back piece dry as well. When the whole thing is dried, take out all the paper inside of it. Then take your medium grit sandpaper and start sanding the whole thing down. And you can even use your box cutter for the rougher and bumpy edges. And you can even use it in the front if you have a lot of bumpiness. Just remember to use the sandpaper afterwards. And continue using this method until you have a smooth surface. And then take the fine grit sandpaper to make it even smoother. Now when that's over, we need to use our spray paint and paint it white to make it look even more like porcelain. Now give the bottle a good shake and then spray paint it all over, even the insides. When it's completely dry, we need to decorate it, and you can of course do whatever you want to. But just keep in mind, you don't have to paint it inside because it won't be visible. Use the edge of the front piece as a guide. When you're done decorating, we need to use the clear spray paint to make the whole thing last a little bit longer. So spray paint all over it, even the insides. Now when the whole thing is dry, we need to plant the succulents inside of it. But first, we need to protect the plants from all the paint, so you can use some tinfoil to separate the two. So gently push tinfoil inside of it and then sculpt it around the hole. And then take it out and then place your succulents inside of it. Then place it at the opening and gently push down. As best you can, push down a tinfoil to hide it, and then your pocket planter will be done. I hope you enjoy watching and thank you for leaving a like. I really appreciate it. And if you have anything you want to ask me, leave a comment in the comment section down below and I'll show you reply afterwards. And if you want to see the upcoming videos, you need to subscribe and be a part of our lovely DIY family here at the Blue Toolbox. So subscribe and I will see you soon with more ideas. Bye!